Yeah, toilet paper in there.
It's not a porta potty. What did you do in there? Get out of my tarps. Go, go.
I can't stop, man.
No!
Where's the greatness?
Hey, NARC.
What's going on?
What are you doing?
Dude, we made it at the same time. That's like a first.
See, this is a little inception. I'm recording him while he's recording me. While I'm recording him, it's just some big old nasty.
Oh, you can charge your phone or something? Like, I don't know.
We're just playing with this scooter.
I see. I was hoping that like while you were riding around on that, it would just like stop and run out of money, and then, like you would go flying.
Yeah.
Another photographer.
For sure.
You can get a shout out information.
My Instagram is @Carson Productions. Check me out. This the homie Miles right here. Doing this thing, being stupid.
What's up, guys?
Shout out to Instagram out there.
I am Miles Morales, but you know you can follow me on Instagram at DJ Luffy Stix. So you know, keep the good word out there, keeping everybody safe and whatnot. You holla.
Okay, look who I just ran into. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. What's going on there, Rube?
What's going on?
It is a six wrong beat.
I like this. This is amazing. No,
Here, picture of me. The resemblance?
that looks just like you.
Yeah. For you, Mr. Press.
Oh, thank you. So, how long did it take you to make the costume?
Oh, this one is my first costume. This is 4 years old.
4 years old?
Yeah, and it took me about 4 months. This one I made in 3 months.
Oh, so both of these are your designs?
Yes, sir.
That
Actually, this one used to be my face, and I changed it. This is new reflective.
that is.
And then this is all custom design.
Now you know the next level is you got to be able to fly now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna do it. You know, you're just gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to find a way.
Pulsars.
Look at that, man. That's gonna be my screensaver. There's gonna be everything in my life right now. My wedding photo. I'm getting married. I just proposed to her.
Even though she's already married.
We're both married. We're gonna try the polygamy thing. See how that works.
I mean, you know, it's 2018.
I mean, being married to me is great. She does all the work. I stay home with the kids. I might go do it again.
Do what again?
Meet the pancake.
You know what? That's called stalkering. Not stalkery, stalkering.
Call me a stalker. I'll be a stalker. You got that right here. This gentleman, let me tell you, please don't. I'm gonna stalk in your picture. Hey,
That's okay.
you know what I'm talking about?
So what are you gonna do now? Your baby mama's gone, man. What are you gonna do?
Go home to my wife. Love you, babe.
Hey, Mike. Your house is on fire. You can only save one thing. What are you saving?
The Panka Pops. And to paint a picture.
And to paint a picture.
My kids are old enough they can fend for themselves. So those kids will be fine. The dogs will run away. The wife, she'll be fine.
So what we do is we build all of these props and stuff like that, and so like lately we've been working with Dallas Fuel. So for their homestand weekend, we built this big Reinhardt over here, and we were able to wear it to do photo ops with attendees and stuff like that and whatnot. And then we also build props, like we've got a rifle here that we're going to be giving away this Sunday, that we're raising money for Children's Hospital, or Cook Children's Hospital, for through Extra Life. And so anybody that makes a donation gets entered in a drawing, and we'll give that away. And so it's kind of we just kind of do it for fun and try to do, like I said, the charity work and stuff like that with it as much as we can, and just kind of a fun hobby.
Do you have a favorite piece that might be here right now? Or?
My favorite piece right now is probably the Reinhardt.
Okay.
The thruster on the back of it, we've put in a bunch of neopixels and a smoke machine and stuff like that and whatnot, and so it's got a really cool lit effect through there. That's probably my favorite recently. But I kind of get attached to everything that I make a little bit, you know.
Every artist does. They get attached to everything.
Right.
But that makes you a good artist because you put your own personal touch on it. That's a good thing, man.
Well, thank you.
You won't go near this. Craig, come on.
Come on, Craig.
$20.
You don't want to play with a snake?
Craig, you hold that snake. I'll get you the Ant-Man.
Pause. Hey, he'll buy you an Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, Craig, if you hold that snake.
Come on. All you gotta do is put a snake in your hand. And we're not talking about prison. We're not talking about prison, man. Come on, Craig.
Nope, not
He said
happening.
he'll buy you the Ant-Man.
Not happening.
He said he'll buy you the Ant-Man.
I'll buy it myself. It's fine.
There's a little one. Go put a little one in your hand. You've had a little snake in your hand before. All right, we're here at day 2, Fan Expo. And guess who I ran into already?
Well, I write and draw everything, you know, that I do. But the very first big gig didn't have any words in it. It was when I was about 16. I got a job working for Walt Disney through Whitman Publishing, doing Mickey Mouse and Pluto and Goofy. And I'm 62 now, and someone figured out, I don't know how you all do this, but that I guess I've drawn about 160,000 drawings.
What is your favorite food? Like, what is it, like something that, like I always gotta have, like this is always a craving?
Oh, well, I like fish tacos. I'm a vegetarian that eats fish. They say that you're a pescatarian, but if you say I'm a pescatarian, they say, oh, it's nice to meet you, Father.
Okay, now of all these cons, I'm pretty sure you've been to all of them.
Yeah.
What is your favorite one? What is like your favorite town? Like, oh, I love it in this place.
Well, I really do. Not just because I'm here right now, but I love Dallas, and I do quite a few cons in Texas. Alamo City in San Antonio is one of my absolute favorites. This is my very first time at Fan Expo, and it's been amazing. They're treating me wonderfully, and really and truly. You do so many cons, but what you remember is the way that you were treated, and of course all the wonderful people that you meet.
Right. Okay. Now, in my channel, I tend to put off like some type of positive message out there. Do you have a positive message you would like to share with the world?
Yes. The reason that you love what we did is because we did it with love. You're all very special, to us, and of course, you don't know, of course, when you're working on a project that it's going to last 40 years like these things have. But when you do them with love and you care about everything that you do, things seem to work out. And if I could share any sort of a positive message, it's that you don't need to be a famous author or puppeteer or cartoonist or anything like that to make a difference in the world and to be a light in somebody's life. Just being helpful and being kind, a smile, or helping someone that might be having a tough time in whatever way, that's your way of making this world a better place. And if we all just do that, we're going to make the world a better place. That was always, Jim and I feel the same way, that, God's given us incredible gifts, and then we get this wonderful platform, me with TV and comics and movies and all of that good stuff and all the toys and everything, to make people happy. And so that we hope that you can always hope that in your own way you can make the world a little better and make a difference. And all of us can do that. All of us can do that. If you just simply you know, put your phone down, because that's kind of a mirror, you know. You remember what your mom said, watch where you're going, and just be a part of this incredible, beautiful world, and enjoy it and give back as much as it gives you.
Now this dude over here is geeking out over
Son!
Oh, the joy! The joy that I feel! Oh my God!
Now, y'all know that saying, you know, going like full geek mode? Like he's in it.
And you can fight me if you...
Why do you want to fight me? Why you trying to be violent?
Why is it that every time this thing happens, I always have already paid my rent and my car note? Why? I have no money to get anything that I want. Why? Every single year. Every single year we come.
And I'm selling and signing copies of my new book, Sapiens. It's kind of dark science fiction short stories. Think sort of like Black Mirror. A lot of the stories are set on a colony on Jupiter's moon, Europa. And I picked that location because NASA says that that's one of the places in the solar system that's most likely to have extraterrestrial life because they have a deep ocean underneath the ice. And so I thought that was a really exciting setting for a collection of short stories.
I have two of them. So this one is steampunk fantasy about a girl trying to rescue her best friend in a flooded world. And then this one is a children's book that basically has like all the most ridiculous stuff I could cram into it, which like time travel and rainbow puppies and griffins. So yes. So my history is I'm from the animation industry. And now I'm trying to do my own thing.
Now, how long have y'all been writing and everything? Because I know writing, you know, is something that you get into like here and there, but it's like, is this something that started from a young age? Is something that you just got into? Something you just lost your mind and said, hey, I'm gonna write a book?
You go first.
Okay, I wrote when I was in high school, and I had some stories from back then, but then I kind of didn't do it again for a long time. And I actually started writing again when I started teaching. I taught 8th grade language arts, and I was really struggling to reach the kids. And so I started writing some of my own Reader's Theater's plays to read with the kids that I was teaching, and that seemed to really resonate with them. So it sort of grew out of that. And it took about 5 years actually to write some of the stories in Sapiens, my book. So like those were written over a pretty long period of time. But by the end of that 5 years, I had so many short stories. I actually have another book coming out after this one that's going to be my fantasy stories. It's going to be called Saints and Curses, but it's not out yet, but hopefully by June. And so I just put them all together in a book and said, let's do it and get it out there. So I guess Sarah can.
Okay, so when I was like in 3rd grade, I really loved books like Narnia and Bruce's Terabithia, and me and my best friend basically convinced ourselves that we were from another world and convinced other children, and made up our own language and our whole own country. And so when I got a little older and I realized I was slightly crazy, then I started writing books about that country that we invented. And that turned into a graphic novel that is now hiding on the internet somewhere. And then I just continued to write books and children's books. So I worked in the animation industry for a long time, and all of that time I secretly wanted to do my own thing and write my own books. And so I had kind of like a slowdown after a job lost funding recently. And so I just decided to jump into it and start putting my stuff out there.
Do y'all have a favorite like location that y'all like to go like and hide off and like right away? You know, like something that you can collect your thoughts like oh, I'm gonna go over here and write.
You know, That's interesting because we have a writers group that will go on writers retreats, and all we do is get like a hotel room, and it's a bunch of ladies, and we share a room or two, and we write together, and that's been really, really helpful in terms of writing and getting going on novels and short stories and things like that for me. And beyond that, I actually like to write in the public library sometimes, so that's always like a good place for me. I feel like there's, it tends to be pretty quiet. There tends to be like nice people around. You can grab things from preference. So that's another good place I like to write.
It's like for me, it's like anywhere where my kids aren't, because it's quiet.
Do you guys have a positive message that you would like to share with the world?
Yes, I would say that anybody can do this, because I often have people who come up to me and they'll see my art and they're like, oh, I can't draw a stick figure. And the truth is, I feel like there's so many good tutorials out there that are free on YouTube and so much information that if you really want to become an artist or a writer, that information's out there and you just have to go search for it and you just have to try and work hard, and it is achievable and possible.
I would definitely agree with everything that she said. And I know that in today's environment and the way politics are going, it can be really easy to get frustrated. But I was in Amnesty International when I was in college, and I still believe it's better to light a single candle than to curse the darkness. So if you just keep going, do whatever small thing you can do to really hold on to your art and your creativity and your passion, I think that's really meaningful, and over time that will give you what you need to succeed.
Pretty much, I'm Terry Huddleston. I'm at Dallas Comic-Con, working it yet again. So I got all my artwork behind me, which is full of pop art and fantasy goodness.
Okay, how long you been doing this, sir?
I've been doing this for about 12 years. You know, probably the last 6 years I kind of got, you know, to a professional level, and I plan on doing it for another 10 years if I can.
And one thing I've noticed, because I have to ask this, where did you get that shirt from?
So I do make shirts. If y'all want one, holler at me at terryhuddlestonart.com.
Okay, now, what inspired you to do this? Because were you doing other work or was
Yeah, basically I was a blue collar guy. I had factory work, I did military service, pizza delivery, any type of job, you name it, sales. But I decided I wanted to be my own boss, and I just jumped in with both feet.
All right. Now, of all these, all this artwork that you've done, what is your favorite one? Do you have
probably my new original characters here. I like how these turned out. I put more time and energy into them, obviously. But really, my whole new series in general with the new bust torso shot is what I'm digging the most.
All right. Now, real quick. On my channel, I tend to try to leave a positive message for people. So do you have a positive message for anybody?
I always say, man, no matter what isms you're going through, work hard and slice through all the isms, whether it be racism, sexism, classism. Like, don't focus on that. Focus on being awesome. And it'll allow you to shortcut a lot of ways through life.
Of course I'm putting on work.
I will take that.
You just had to do that.
I had to.
I like how you wipe the lens too.
But y'all already know me. Wipe your lens right now. Wipe your lens. Take 2 seconds. Find a good clean cloth. Wipe your lens.